BB851, turn right, heading 180. 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
The Boeing 737 MAX continues to make headlines, and with every passing month, which at the moment seems to be very quickly occurring, Boeing is continuing to adjust its order tally and that order delivery backlog. And today I'll be recapping their monthly results. In 2020 alone, Boeing has seen a drastic change to their overall order backlogs, with some 850 jets being put on the chopping board. This number is mammoth, and while the 737 MAX does say have an order backlog of around 4,000 undelivered jets, to have 850 jets cancelled and very few ordered highlights the impact the current pandemic is having on the aviation scene, and specifically demand for jets within Boeing. The aircraft manufacturer has already lost 20% of its 737 MAX backlog since the beginning of 2020. Now, this is not even including 2019, when, for a reminder, the series was first grounded. In July alone, Boeing saw a total of 43 737 MAX new cancellations, which now brings the total for the year to over 400, and that makes up almost half of all cancellations for the aircraft manufacturer for this year to date. While the obvious concern remains that if the aircraft will actually ever make it back into service safely, many still believe the 737 MAX, should this occur, has a place in the aviation industry, and it isn't exactly hard to see why. At this point, the only other alternatives on the market, well, the only other alternative is the A320neo, and even then, there's multiple reasons as to why an airline still may prefer a Boeing-built jet. It's important to understand, though, when I say this, I also mean that it can go both ways. Some carriers will prefer Airbus aircraft, and some will prefer Boeing. It can come down to efficiency, relationships, and more. The customer relationships, in turn, can usually lead to a sizable discount for said customer. While these discounts are never officially revealed to us from the aircraft manufacturer or Boeing or Airbus themselves, we've heard talk in the past that note discounts can stretch up to something like 40 to 70% off the original list price that is quoted often in the press releases of the order announcement. One carrier that is adjusting its orders for the 737 MAX and receiving compensation is that of Iceland Air, who reached a settlement last week with Boeing and at the same time also adjusted its future with the aircraft. They were originally set to welcome on 10 more of the type, but that total has now been dropped right down to 4 planes, leaving the future of the 6 relatively unknown. On top of this, changes have also been made to the delivery schedule for the aircraft, with the final 737 MAX planning at this point on arriving into the airline in the first 3 months of 2022. This changes from the 2021 original date, or year should I say. The aviation world is continuing to be rather quiet, but nevertheless, I do truly appreciate all the support you continue to show, and look forward to seeing you next time, whenever that is, and whenever there's a sizable update to any situation currently ongoing or some groundbreaking news. Until then, thank you very much for tuning into this video, and I will see you all then.